Sets. Maria Sharapova to serve. Ready. Play. Love 15. Love 13.
Sharapova, one of 4 women, Serena and 3 challengers who could have left here #1, but Serena has secured that ranking. Got off to a great start this year with a victory at Brisbane in the tune-up tournament.
Serena said in the press conference that she has a ball playing Maria, that she loves to play her. I don't know if she was sending a message to her, but it's just obvious to me that Serena is a little bit better in every aspect of the game than Maria, except for the mental part. I think they're very equal.
That's fun playing a player who you've beaten 15 times in a row. Look, that 2004 Wimbledon final that we remember so well when Sharapova was 17 and upset Serena in straight sets. That was a career milestone for Maria, of course. We wouldn't know at the time, but it really has echoed through this head-to-head for the last decade. That scarred Serena, and she's been on payback mode ever since.
She respects Maria. I don't think Serena respects a lot of players, but she respects her and knows that Maria can be right in her face at times.
The gap between these players hitting shots on the run.
I was just thinking what a great shot Sharapova hit on the run, but for right here, this was a nice shot here, but the superb athleticism and moving of Serena Williams, she just gets off the mark so quickly.
Serena thinking about a challenge, and she will.
Advantage Sharapova.
Maria's going to take her time before serve. She's going to make Serena wait back there.
How many times have we seen that?
Miss Williams has
He
2 challenges
punished
remaining.
second serve in this head-to-head.
Lots. Maria's second serve is weaker than Serena's.
Let's. First
That
serve.
return was hit with so much power, Chris. He was actually pretty close to Maria. She didn't react to it at all.
But I think Serena, that last match with Madison Keys, she saw some even more powerful serves. So she's already, her eyes, she's going to see the ball early.
Actually handcuffed Serena with that body second serve, but then the error gives Serena a break point. Given the head-to-head lopsided history, Chrissy, a few minutes in, there's some importance on this break point.
Well, nervous play from both players.
Game, Williams.
Impressive returns, drawing the double, and the early break for Serena. Jason Godal looks at how Sharapova hopes to control some of the points from the baseline tonight.
Maria would love to try and dictate play throughout from her comfort zone, which is centrally located. From this position, she's able to dominate with aggressive first strike tennis. Her average rally hit point so far is only about a foot behind the baseline, and most of her winners here in Melbourne have come from that position centrally. 50 so far, with just 35 unforced errors. But look at the difference. Once she's forced wider, she becomes less effective. Just 25 winners and a whopping 42 unforced errors from her forehand wing, and just 16 winners and 28 unforced errors from her backhand. Even though her movement's undoubtedly improved, she'll be desperate to govern from her favourite position on big points. If she's forced to defend, she'll lose the initiative and lose control of her own destiny.
Well, she's already down a break. Thank you, Jason. Serena making a first serve on the first point, and Sharapova netting a return.
15-all.
Well, Jason was right about Maria loving to control the middle of the court, but against Serena, when the ball is heavier and with more speed, it's going to be a lot tougher.
She's tight early, isn't she, Chrissy? That's the kind of point Jason talked about. The dictate from the center, but that backhand missed by a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the last three matches, Maria's put together some really neat, consistent, solid matches with hardly any unforced errors. So she's starting to show some nerves early on. Sometimes it takes a few games, you know, to play through the nerves. Forget about the fact it's a final and just hit the ball.
And that was good scrambling by Sharapova, but Serena with the easy put away. And she won her 5th Aussie Open title in 2010. This was her most successful major. But since then, the little mini drought, she's won a couple Wimbledons, U.S. Opens, French Opens. Right up the middle of the court until Serena decides to change direction. Too low.
Williams leads 2 games to love. First set.
You just can't hit down the middle of the court against Serena because she'll find that angle, even if it's not a natural angle.
Mary Jo, what do you see so far? Get back to Mary Jo momentarily. Mary Jo, we got your mic ready now?
Ready to go here. So first of all, conditions are perfect. It's not that breezy. It was windier earlier today and windier when these two play their semifinal matches. But I talked to Patrick Mouratoglou right before Serena went on the court. I asked him, what was your last word to her as she's stepping out to try to win her 19th major? And he said the same thing he always tells her. Keep the balance of offense to defense. Patrick also said they knew that Sharapova had improved in many departments, including the forehand and her movement out wide, but to really just focus on herself, her emotions. And one thing to notice, Chris and Chrissy, is watch how she crouches down on the return. When she's this slow to return, that means she is fully engaged.
She looks that way right now, doesn't she?
She's crouching, and she's just going to jump on this return.
And Maria knows it. Only made 5 of her 12 first serves so far.
Again, I still repeat, I think that match with Madison Keys, she was seeing a lot more powerful serves coming at her. And she finally got used to Madison. So Maria's she has a little more time returning, Maria's.
Sharapova holding at love. It's a foothold here in the opening set, but it's still Serena up a break. This has to say about this matchup, key statistics, these players to increase their chances of winning the set based on data from the majors and the many head-to-head matchups. Focusing on Serena Williams' first serve, winning more than 71% of those points. Very, very likely to win the set. Sharapova has to find a way to at least win 19% or so of those first serve return points. Shows some of that variety you were calling for.
Whoa, all right. Yeah, she's got to show Serena something different than she has the last 15, 16 matches. But we've seen that during this championship. This Australian Open is more touch, more finesse from Maria. Surprise tactic there.
And Serena sprinted to get there, just clipped the tape. It's not just about the
15
pace
all.
with Serena's serve. It was just 100 miles an hour, Chrissy, but perfectly placed and impossible for Maria to read.
Yeah, she wins more points off her second serve because of the placement than any player that's on the tour right now. Definitely more first serve points, that's for sure.
Well, it's the simplest thing it would seem in tennis. It begins every point, the ball toss, but there's such a huge gap, isn't there, between these two players and how well they do that simple thing.
Let. First service.
Opponents say Serena's toss is unreadable. Looks the same every time. She can hit all the spots with the same toss.
Correct.
But she still has patterns, Chris. Even though it's hard to tell where she's going, on big points she tends to go one way more than the other. And it's interesting because both coaches are very analytical, and they look at the stats after matches, and they look at the ball placements, and they both know that each other know what the other one's going to do. And I feel like Serena has altered some of her patterns playing Maria. She doesn't always serve to the backhand on second serves anymore. You'll see her vary it up now.
Yeah, I mean, their two coaches are students of the game, and they're on top of every stat that's out for both these girls, women, their matches.
Sharapova is challenging the call.
Sharapova maintaining a very aggressive return position inside the baseline. Had to fend off that 112-mile-per-hour serve. She's going to challenge the call. It was good, though.
Game Williams.
3-1.
Williams leads 3-1.
On the other side,
has 2 challenges remaining.
Chrissy, Maria's ball tosses pretty well chronicle the weakness of her game, and the toss doesn't look the same, and Serena seems to be all over the serves.
Yeah, it is. And I still think when I look at Maria's serve that she comes around the ball. She doesn't think vertically going up like Serena. We have to remember this is a young lady who had surgery on her shoulder years ago, and I still say I don't believe there's any Grand Slam champion who's had shoulder surgery.
And then won a title after.
Exactly, and that's a big achievement for her. She never thought she'd be playing the game again.
She's trying to go at Serena's body.
15-all.
I think that's the word out on Serena. Is she's more vulnerable right at her because she has to turn and take those little adjustment steps.
(30-15). (40-15).
Second time Sharapova used a drop shot, and Williams came right at her with the reply, but Sharapova holds. Williams still up 3 games to 2.
Williams leads 3 games to 2. First set.
Welcome back to the Australian Open 2015, presented by Franklin Templeton Investments.
Better play from Sharapova the last few games, but coming out a little shaky early. Serena got the quick break and still leads 3-2.
Flat for service.
A light drizzle's beginning to fall.
Only one match the entire Australian Open has been played with the roof closed. It's been very dry here for 2 weeks, if cool and breezy.
Rockteglu before the match, Chris, what he thought the match would be like, and he said the first strike of the ball is the most important. Whoever controls that first strike, chances are they're going to win the point, and that was an example of Maria hitting a great return.
Serena backing off. Mary Jo, does he sense the drizzle down there?
Definitely. It's light, but you can feel it.
15 all.
The issue will be if it gets moist enough on the court to affect traction. Of course, they'll halt things and close the roof. Serena wants to play quickly now.
But to beat the storm.
That's a good reply from Sharapova. Deep shot, fending off Serena's big shots.
Yeah, I'm still not as quick as Serena, but just has made so much improvement on her moving side to side, getting in and out of the corners, moving up and back. Even at this late stage in her career, she's working on things. It's nice to see.
It's getting heavier now.
30 all.
I'm surprised if they'll continue.
Wait, please.
Allison Hughes will get out of the chair now to check the court. Serena, wow, just swatted that ball away and almost hit a linesperson. She didn't see him behind her. Come off the court, Mary Jo. Is this just going to be a little pause to see what's going on? Or the,
well, it's pretty steady right now. It's getting a bit heavier. I would say they are going to go off the court.
That doesn't look too good.
This wasn't forecast
now
to
it's
hit for
coming down
another 45
harder.
minutes or so.
I think Serena was a little annoyed because she feels that she has the momentum going for her in this match, and now it's breaking that.
We're going to stop.
They'll bring the ball kids out with towels to try to wipe up the moisture.
Down from the back in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ebb and flow.
It's got to feel pretty
Of this match.
jarring as a player to have a coughing fit bad enough to leave the court and see a doctor.
That was an advantage for Maria to take a break. It's always an advantage to the player that's losing.
It's a pretty good way to come out after a 12-minute delay.
If you have her serve, it doesn't matter what the score is when you come out, even if you're a little bit cold.
119 miles per hour, her second ace.
Game Williams.
Well, Sharapova thought maybe she had an opening in that game after the delay. Serena quickly took the racket out of her hands with those 2 points.
Yeah, that first point coming out of the gates was huge. You see Serena Williams player box.
Moratoglu turning and speaking to the smaller Serena's agent. out, there is one of the problems with that strategy. Hitting up the middle of Serena allows her the chance to dictate and create the angle, and she did it again.
I think Maria saw that against some of the other players trying that strategy, but it's not going to work in this match in the finals of a Grand Slam. That's what happens when you get Maria Sharapova off the court into the alleys. Just a little slower than she needs to be.
She's won all 4 points since the break, 3 of them with winners. And now it's Sharapova in trouble again.
Love 14. I also think with the roof closed, the conditions become heavier. And Serena hits through the ball a little bit better. I think she'll like the feeling that she can swing out and have more control.
Is it more humid?
Yes.
By heavy, you're saying humid?
More humid.
Also, yeah.
It's just thicker. The air's a lot thicker now.
3 break points for a double break lead. If Sharapova can't find a way out of this game, the set basically over. Wow.
Game Williams.
At the pause, you know, she was within 2 points, so perhaps getting back on serve, turning around the set. Since the resumption, all
Williams
Serena, who will
game
serve for the
2
first set
sets.
coming up. Serena Williams has shaken off the cough and the delay to close the roof. Comes out on fire and now will serve for the first set. And history tells us that when Serena in a Grand Slam final wins that first set, 16-0. Sharapova in Slam finals has never even won a set when she loses the first one.
Okay, so it's no win situation for Sharapova. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying if history is a guide,
Yeah.
look out Maria.
On paper.
Love 15.
And I have to say this again, there's really no part of Maria's game that's better than Serena's. And that's the problem. That's why her game, Serena just loves to play her.
Do you buy the idea that although Maria's hard, flat ground strokes give lots of opponents trouble, Serena saw thousands of them growing up hitting with Venus?
Yes.
Got hit the ball in a similar way. Serena trying to catch up the big sister her whole life.
I mean, she and Venus were the best players for 5-6 years. And I mean, they had slugfests every single day in practice. It's got to help you.
Sharapova, another opening here at love 30, though. Laughing at it, just the open stance forehand that she hits. I mean, no other woman can hit with that much power. That's what Richard Williams taught both Williams girls at a young age. Sharapova now with her first break points of the match. Despite the lopsided head-to-head, if you look at their matches, Sharapova's been in sets, she's been in games, had leads in Serena's service games. It has been the big first serves that have erased those leads so often. She's escaped trouble with serves just like that.
I mean, she gets herself out of trouble every single match with serves like that. It's almost like she turns on a switch and gets to another level.
Sharapova still has a break point. That's a bad service game from the greatest server in women's tennis history. Couple doubles, and Sharapova still alive in the set.
Even though she might still lose the set, for Sharapova to know that she was able to break Serena, that'll help her going forward.
Love 15.
Say Maria Sharapova is playing about 70% of what she can play so far in this match. Just making a few unforced errors like that last shot.
Sharapova defending very well, but Serena withstanding the best Maria could throw out of there.
Great defense from Serena, and then Maria had some great defense, but translated into offense, and that's the one. I mean, we never used to see her come in. At least she's coming in, even though she missed it. She's trying something different.
Well, she tried to lean toward up the line there and got fooled. And that slides wide and gives Serena Williams 3 set points.
Well, she said in previous matches she's gone for too much against Serena because she has so much respect for her. And she continues to do that in this match.
Serena in full stream there. A come on after she responds to a bad service game with a break at love to take the first set of this women's championship. Or is she just a better player, right? I don't know that desire is the deciding factor here. As if Serena needed anything more to go her way, she'll have to love the fact that this is now an indoor match. Excellent memories of Melbourne with the roof closed. That goes back to her win over Venus in 2003. It was a very hot day there. That's why they closed that roof. 2005, Davenport on a rainy day with the roof shut. And the match that we talked about, 2007, between these two. And that day, Serena was quoted as saying, "When I saw the roof was shut, I knew I was going to win." And that's the event when she came here as a real long shot.
Yeah. But I think Maria wants it just as much as Serena does. Serena just feels that she's chasing the records a little bit more. So she only sees her side of it. But anyone who knows Maria Sharapova knows she wants it.
Inside the point, Chrissy, the tennis you talked about from Serena.
This is where both players have excelled in their career. What they're known for is the first strike of the ball. But unfortunately for Maria Sharapova, she's up against a woman who does it better than her. But Maria will win this way against everybody else. But Serena's that big serve sets up an easy point for her, and her returns are superb as well.
Now Sharapova back to serve since the pause in this match. Hasn't won a point in her service game. She's 0 for 8. Essential to keep any hope alive to hold serve here.
Your guess is as good as mine. I think she needs to get a lot of first serves in to even have a shot at it. I mean, Serena now has found her range. She's found her A game. She hasn't had it for 2 weeks by losing the first set in a couple of rounds. First week she didn't play well at all. But I think that Madison Keys match really sharpened her up. She looked more nervous against Madison, and I think she felt more threatened against Madison's power.
It was a terrific fight. Went to a tiebreak first set. Serena needed 9 match points to close out Keys in that one.
And I'm not saying that this match is any easier, because mentally it probably isn't, but I think Madison threatened her more with her power than Maria is right now.
For Serena, Maria's just that much more predictable. She knows what's coming. And for Maria, she's in such a tough predicament because she feels like she's got to go for more, and then she might miss more. But if she doesn't and just doesn't overplay, then look out with Serena playing this well.
Please.
Well, at this point in the match, Mary Jo, she's got to gamble, and she's just got to take chances.
I agree.
But why can't she get her first serve? And that's what I don't get.
You know, without any wind, no sun, you would think that she would serve better, but the toss is still an issue.
That's better.
That was a very bold second serve, actually, deep at 102 miles an hour.
You know what? You take Maria Sharapova off on a side court, she's going to get 9 out of 10 first serves in when nobody's watching. There's no pressure. You put her on this, and she's first serve percentage this set is 33%. Now it's the first game, but
She's got Serena looking at her from a very aggressive return position. That at least snapped the streak of 10 straight points lost on serve for Sharapova.
15-14.
And you see Serena leaning to cover the serve. She's already bouncing to her right before Maria makes contact.
Serena has grabbed all 3 breakpoint chances she's had in the match. 3 for 3.
Nice.
But she has to hit serves that good to have a chance.
Yeah. She has to hit more of those, and she hasn't.
Still break point.
And change it up like she just did in the last 2 points.
Yes.
She likes to go up the tee on both the deuce and the ad, the lower part of the net. She has to try to confuse Serena, keep her guessing on the return.
You both said get out of the comfort zone.
Yeah. It's got to try something different.
The advantage. Whoa.
About her fight from 15-40. 3 unreturned serves to turn the game around, and a crucial hold.
And you heard the first outburst from Maria. Even more important than that, that she's into it and she senses that she needs to stay. I think if she just stays even with Serena, she's got to
15 love.
bank on that. Serena's going to maybe get a little tight.
Love.
Chrissy, let's check out Serena's serve direction. We've talked about how she can spread it around.
Yeah, I like it down the tee on that backhand side. We've seen a lot of that throughout this tournament. But look, nothing in the middle. 2% in the middle on the backhand side, 4%. So she doesn't really jam her opponent. She likes to place it.
40 love.
Some opponents find the body serve to be an effective weapon against Sharapova. Serena didn't even bother with it. Just hammer it in the corner hard.
Yeah, it's so hard that she can still win a free point off of it. Excellent. 57%, almost 60% of first serves in. High percentage.
Game, Williams.
Serena holds it love on serve in the second.
Williams leads the game 2-1, second set, and by 1 set.
Welcome back to the Australian Open 2015, presented by Franklin Templeton Investments.
And welcome back, along with Chrissy Evert, Mary Jo Fernandez. I'm Chris Fowler. An indoor women's final to begin the Grand Slam season of 2015. Showers in Melbourne. A rarity this tournament, causing the roof to be shut after 5 games. And Serena Williams unbothered by that dominant serving since then.
Yeah, let's see if she can serve as well as she did the last game. And you can already sense that she's moving, trying to move inside the baseline, take the ball earlier. Just got to be a little more alert, shorten her swing, and just pick her targets.
That was her first backhand winner, Chrissy. Only had 2 on the forehand. No call.
Sharapova challenged the call on the left baseline. Ball was called in.
She stopped, sure that it was long. The linesman made no out call. Social challenge. Caught the line.
15 all. Ms. Sharapova has 2 challenges remaining.
You don't think she wants it that badly? Come on.
That's disappointing for her, though. She was right in the point.
Yeah.
It was a looping shot that she could have played back easily. Is that an example, Chrissy, of just going for too much?
Yeah, going for too much. She just knows she has to make it so perfect and right into the corners. And it's that pressure alone that's making her miss those shots. You can see, though, when Maria gets her first serve in, she's in every point.
herself on. Hanging with Serena 2-all.
Second set.
Bigger first serves and just redlining it right away. Just like Chrissy said, making a few more chances early on.
Mary Jo, we didn't see that kind
ready?
of tennis the first set. I think she's finally maybe getting used to the speed of Serena's ball. It's harder than any shot she's had to hit so far.
Let's.
That's a good
First
point.
service.
I mean, I remember having to play the Steffi Grafs and the Monica Selses, and it was an upgrade. All of a sudden, you're like, whoa,
I
it's
know.
coming that much faster.
Love 15.
Great return. Sharapova's best of the match.
She read that one well. She already had moved over to that, so it was kind of a guess. Instinctively, she knew where to go. She had already started moving by the time the ball came over the net.
15-13.
And we see it again. A lead in the service game for Sharapova. Immediately cut in half with one swing. 8 aces for Serena now. Aces now for Serena. This is her seventh service game.
Down the tee serve. I would be so frustrated if I was playing against her.
I'm not going to touch it. Sharapova is challenging the ball on the left centre serve. The ball's pulled in.
Nelson Hughes says, I'm not going to touch it, meaning it's up to you to challenge.
Yeah. You know, it's just so frustrating for Maria at this point.
Yeah, and she's going to lose this challenge as well, Chrissy. She's down to one incorrect challenge left in the set. We've seen Federer do it for years on the men's side. You think, I got a lead in his service game, and boom, so suddenly it's gone.
She worked so hard for those 2 or 3 points and played those points well, and then Serena just comes with 2 unreturnable serves, and it's got to be frustrating.
How about that one? Each player punctuating every winning game with a huge come on. 3-2, Serena.
Williams leads 3 games to 2, second set.
I'm telling our coverage of the Aussie Open. Looking kind of lonely on a chilly and rainy Saturday night, huddled together under an umbrella and a blanket there, watching in the big screen. Summer down under has been very cool and breezy, but not wet until tonight. And Serena very comfortable with the roof shut.
Great weather all the way
Thank
around.
you, players are ready.
118 this time last year.
Thank you.
I think Mary Jo's right in using the term red line, Chrissy. Can Sharapova continue to red line in her service games?
15 love.
Serena got up early from that last change of ends and was really trying to move her feet, stay loose.
Well, that's the one stat that's better with Maria Sharapova. The second serves won 33% this match, 67% this set.
Serena's tough on herself. She's a hard grader. I don't think she'd be all that thrilled with her returns tonight. She's missed a lot of returns.
She's a perfectionist, and she wouldn't be happy with her game tonight. period.
No mistake on that return.
30-15.
Maria's serve just doesn't have the placement that Serena's has. I think Serena can see it early, and I think she just shortens her swing and she just goes in and attacks it. But it doesn't have that acute angle off the court that Serena can do with her serve so well.
Oh, it's just great defending. How about the power, Chrissy, of that backhand from Serena when Marie hit behind her?
Yeah,
Wow.
she hit behind her. It's incredible. Hopefully they'll show it again.
Can anyone else
Guess
generate
not.
that kind of power
Yeah.
falling away from the court like
Back
that?
foot, yeah. Well, that's hours and hours in the gym, you know. It's a lot of work outside the court. It's not all about the coaches. It's also about the fitness. And Mackie Shilstone is her fitness
30-14.
trainer. And I know he's worked very hard over the years with Serena, getting her strong.
A chance now to get a strong grip on this final. Break point for 4-2.
That was a bold second serve. Over 100 miles an hour.
She has to be bold, doesn't she, Mary Jo, at this point?
She definitely does. And you can just see on Serena's face, I mean, she senses the finish line. And I want to ask Chrissy, when you were at her age and you were winning your last few majors, what were the nerves like as you were trying to win them?
To stay in that point, and that was an easy point.
Advantage, Sharapova.
I mean, this is just superb defense play as well as offense. She could do it all.
She knew she missed it right off the racket. That was for break point again.
I will answer your question, Mary Jo. Well, I'll answer right now. No, I won't.
Nice long, and Sharapova again hangs on barely in a service game. Serena in the finish line and nerves.
Well, this thing was when I was 0-13, I beat her in Miami, and that set up two other wins. The French Open in '85, the French Open in '86, and I have to say, I was playing Martina, so Mary Jo, in answer to your question, I was thinking more about beating Martina. The nerves were about figuring out her game and not the fact that I was in the finals of a Grand Slam.
That might have helped then. Take your mind off that trophy sitting over there.
Just focusing on the player.
Just looks to me like she's getting a little bit more uptight as it's getting closer to the end, potentially for her.
This is Sharapova raising her game.
Yeah, she's gone to a new level. She's no longer nervous.
terrific serve, but she shoveled the backhand long.
She's got to stay close. This is what she's doing. Stay close to Serena in the second set. Make her play the big pressure points. Will she be as relaxed?
Tried to guide it a little bit. The court was wide open.
15.
Sharapova creeping forward. Of course, he trying to take it early.
But again, left though. Again,
yeah, you're right, Mary Jo. The last 3 serves, she's gone the opposite direction where the serve is.
Just like there.
Did it again.
She has no idea. I think she's guessing. She's gotten to a point where she's guessing. 50-50 chance.
Even if you guess right, you're not getting that back.
40-30.
I mean, it reminds me a little bit of when Andre Agassi used to play Pete Sampras. He sometimes would guess. He would just, like you said, 50-50 and gamble.
I know Maria's thinking if she can just get her racket on the serve, she's got a 50-50 chance with these rallies. I know she's thinking that because she has belief in herself. And she's not getting too frustrated with Serena's serve, which is great to see.
Advantage, Williams. Friction, hindrance.
Hindrance called. Juice. Serena had said, come on, not thinking the return was going to be placed back in play.
Wow, so cost her a chance to close the game right there. It's back to deuce.
We'll remember that if Maria finds a way to break.
A little ahead of herself. Now it's a come on from the other end. And a break point.
Advantage, Sharapova.
That was a nice play, though, because Maria hit it down the middle so hard and deep. And Serena really couldn't do anything with it. The second shot, she decided to hit an angle.
Beginning to see some frustration, Mary Jo.
Definitely, and you're seeing Serena try to regroup. I think she still can't believe that she got ahead of herself a couple points ago. A delayed reaction there with her come on.
There's no way that anyone can return that serve like any better than this right here, unless you guess.
The ultimate weapon in women's tennis, and it can be tension-proof. Serena survives a tense game. Back in front 4-3.
4 games.
The chorus of come-ons. Who have the last come-on of this championship? In your day, that was not punctuating every point, was it?
I act that way if my kids don't clean their room, but no, we never We never said anything in our day. But we felt it, boy. We just didn't say it.
Sharapova saw the one break point in that game, couldn't grab it. This becomes a very tricky hold for her now.
Was that sarcastically?
No. The volley was not about the point. Sarcastic. No.
Well, I saw that volley.
Entertaining point.
Yeah, but this volley, she just had the whole court, and she hit it right back to her, and then Serena hit a ball.
That's more the
about
variety.
50
It was a nice
feet
little
out.
slice. Yes.
That's
a great
your
finish.
kind of tennis, maybe, right?
Oh. Ouch.
Maria Sharapova got herself out of trouble.
30 love.
It's 30 love, but she didn't get two first serves in, and now she has to, because this is where Serena is going to get tough.
Sven Grunfeld on his feet. He knows the importance of these next few points to stay even, keep scoreboard pressure on Serena.
Serena inside the baseline.
Sharapova weathered the big return.
40 love.
Well, Maria should start to sense that Serena's making a few more enforced errors that could be related to nerves. And you're right, keep the pressure on.
Really has controlled the double faults tonight. It's only her third. Again, not nearly as breezy. No issues with the sun that have affected some of her previous matches, but that hasn't been a problem tonight. There have been others.
Game, Sharapova.
Sharapova.
4 games all.
Tough hole, but does it emphatically for all.
Fourth ace.
One of the plot lines for the slams from 2015. Serena, after catching Ewan Martina at the U.S. Open with her 18th major title, can begin to track down Steffi Graf's total of 22. She's clearly as driven as ever. She's fit. So we ask you, how many more majors will Serena win? And the majority answer is 3 or more. Almost half of you think she'll get 3 or more.
I'd have to agree with that.
Let's.
Stays healthy, stays motivated. Mary Jo, I want to ask you a question down there. Does it seem like she's accelerating more on her serve?
Yes, night and day from how this tournament started for Serena, where she was just guiding the first serve in. She's going after first and her second serves now.
40 love.
And it's really the winning shot on the court. And once a rally goes past a few shots, Serena's making the error. She wants to finish this on her serve or quickly in 1 or 2 shots.
You know what? She may not be feeling well enough to stay out there for a 3-hour match either. She could take that into consideration.
Game Williams.
Another commanding hold.
Williams leads 5 games to 4
And a
seconds
must hold
left.
for Sharapova at 4-5. I'm not sure if the Rod Laver Arena DJ has a sense of humor, but staying alive. The Bee Gees Classic is what they're just playing in that changer, but that's what Sharapova has to do right here. Has to hold to stay in this match.
Yeah.
And perhaps see if her accomplished opponent, the champion on the other side of the net, might just feel some nerves with number 19 looming. It's been a very effective serving set for Sharapova. She's protected her second serve much better. Serena's been a little off target on the returns.
Grand Slam final record, the greatest of any male or female. When she gets the finals, that's when she's at her best.
Agreed. The best big match player we've seen in the modern era. Stretched Serena out with that serve.
13-15.
Very nice placement.
Yeah, that's one shot that's worked for her this whole tournament, is over the higher part of the net, the down the line forehand. She's won a lot of points off that shot. She just lined up so well.
Really wasn't
First
hitting
service.
the forehand in the first set. Couldn't get it going. And in this set now, she's begun to find the range. 6 winners off that side in the second set.
I really think she just was seeing a different speed of a ball being fired at her. Had to get used to it.
That's your.
Another one of those tosses, Chrissy, that she had to chase.
Yeah, just too far in front of her, too far to the left.
Serena within 2 points of the championship. Championship point.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Thank you. Please.
Adios. On the line to save match point.
Advantage, Sharapova.
Interesting choice of shot. That was not a great drop shot. The other ones were very good, but she again gave Serena a different look at a shot. But the ball was bouncing high on this one. I mean, she had it. Just didn't expect to see it.
Game, Sharapova.
She will fight despite the odds, won't she?
Well, once again, we saw a forehand winner when she was match point down,
exactly.
Just like we did previously in her second round.
Very different kind of match, but a similar kind of shot to stay alive.
Love. Fifteen all.
Out of 24 points when she gets her first serve, and Serena Williams 92%
in the set, right?
Against the #2 player in the world in this set.
Really appreciates the tough fight in this set.
The fact that Maria is still fighting, and she got back into the second set after being down match point. The crowd's going to start to get it behind Maria, I think, a little bit here.
Gaston again.
We're seeing so many different emotions from Serena, too. She goes from being high and the big commands to trying to calm herself down and take deep breaths.
feel like when she gets her first serve in and sets up the point, she has a little more time to go for her angles. She got that good return of serve and just took a little more time.
Sharapova giving absolutely everything she's got.
Now they're both yelling at the same time now. Right, Mary Jo?
It almost seems like if Maria fires herself up, it fires Serena even more. So Serena's getting fired up regardless.
Game Williams.
One more time. Sharapova's gone leaning the wrong way. Another must hold for Maria coming up. Can she force a tiebreak?
Coverage of the Australian Open 2015 is presented by Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective.
A terrific and emotional battle in Rod Laver Arena in this second set. Serena tries to slam the door, win slam title number 19, end her 5-year drought here. And Sharapova just fighting to force a final set.
Quiet, please.
This is the 42nd set they played, Chrissy. Only 2 before this have gone to tiebreaks. Can Sharapova get us there again?
15 love.
You have to be watching 2 of the greatest fighters in the game in the last 12 years in women's tennis. I mean, I've seen so many matches where they've come from behind. They've gotten themselves out of trouble by sheer will and heart. And we're seeing this in this match here.
The tune of event in Brisbane, 9-7 Serena.
Sharapova.
Serve was a little bit off speed.
Gambling.
Well measured.
Yeah, gambling. That's what she needs to do.
She is seeing the ball so well now, like a basketball, and going after every single swing. Sharapova.
About that reply after Sharapova cracks the winner to open this tiebreak. Serena takes both of Maria's service points.
Williams.
No holding back with both these players right now.
Quick check of the IBM Insights. She's way over the target line in the second set.
Williams.
Serena really looking for that knockout punch.
She's feeling it, huh, Mary Jo?
Yeah, she wants it badly, and she wants it quickly. She does not want extended rallies.
Williams.
I think you're spot on, Mary Jo, but Serena does have to worry, Chris, about getting a little ahead of herself.
Yeah, I mean, this tie break, that was an easy shot, unforced error. This tie break, I mean, 1 or 2 points can change the whole momentum.
And Serena wins this point, and the championship will be on her racket.
She's got to close it playing great tennis, because Maria's not going to hand it over to her.
Thank you. Players ready. Williams.
Little off-pace ball there, not with the usual speed. Serena did not move up to it.
Maria's done an outstanding job in the second set of absorbing that first return from Serena. And Serena just reaching there because she's flat-footed. She's tight.
Job moving her feet. She was doing it after every shot at that point. Taking those little stutter steps.
She corrects herself. She almost exaggerated the moving. Oh, boy.
5-4 Williams.
That was a nervous shot there. That's a big message to Maria Sharapova to make Serena hit a lot of balls.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
3 errors for Serena in the tiebreak.
Williams.
A second championship point.
Quiet, please. Thank you. Please. Williams.
That's a big serve.
Incredible second serve.
Now
Thank
a
you, ladies and
third
gentlemen.
championship point.
Thank you.
This one on Serena's
Please.
serve.
Thank you. Let.
Drop the racket and get ready to lift the trophy.
She better quickly reset.
And the machine calls the let. It's twice she's been a little bit premature.
Thank you.
Celebrating what she thought was an ace.
Players are ready. Thank you. Game, set.
Now it's time to celebrate.
Same spot.
Serena Williams rules again at the Australian Open. Grand Slam title number 19. Surpassing Garcia Martina. And look out, Steffi Graf. Serena's giving chase.
Well, that 19th was easier than getting the 18th. You can say that for sure.
Her 15th ace sealed it. One of the stranger championship celebrations you'll ever see because she didn't want to get ahead of herself. What a terrific fight, Chrissy, in that second set from Sharapova, who didn't give up, made Serena earn it with the big serves.
Serena really outplayed Maria, but Maria hung in there and showed her heart, showed her fight. But the serving made all the difference in the world. Just the difference in their serving, their percentages, their winners, their aces.
To see a set against a great returner like Sharapova, a set with 15 aces.
It's incredible.
After just 3 in the first set. Serena Williams, once again, Australian Open champion, her 19th major title. We'll hear from her. The trophy presentation coming up and analysis. Quickly, though, let's join SportsCenter before we come back.